5,454.55 per day.
Ano po kayang klaseng safe house ito na 45,000 per day ang rental?
Hindi po ba kayo nagtaka na sobrang mahal nun, yung 1,000,000 in just 4 days? Anong klase pong safe house to? This is a high-end luxury resort. It is just 25,000 per day. As compared po natin dito, 90,000 a day.
909. Yes, Mr. Chair.
At lumalabas din po dito, in 11 days, ang nagastos po nila sa safe houses is 16 million.
Yes, Mr.
Items for rewards for medicine and various goods. Tama po.
Mr. Chair, there are actually three.
3.
It's payment of reward medicines, and payment of reward various goods.
What would be the amount allotted for each of the 3?
Based on the documentary evidence of payment, for payment of reward, it was 10,050,000.
For medicines yun?
For reward lang.
For reward lang. 10 million?
50,000.
Okay.
For the payment of reward medicines, it's 24,930,000.
And for the third?
And for the payment of reward various goods, it's 34,857,000, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Comsec, pwede po bang pakita natin yung sample ng acknowledgement receipt for the payment of rental of safe houses? Nakikita nyo, Attorney Camora, yung sample o yung actual acknowledgement receipt na sinabit ng OVP with the names, shall we say, not shown because of confidentiality. Tama po ba ito?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Is there an acknowledgement receipt which acknowledge the amount of 500,000 pesos for the payment of rental of safe house?
I will check, Your Honor. Mr. Chair, may I ask the question again?
Meron po bang acknowledgement receipt amounting to 500,000 for the payment of rental of safe house?
Meron po, Mr. Chair.
Para sa isang safe house lang ito?
We have no information, Mr. Chair. What we know is para sa isang recipient nung yung money paid po.
If I asked you the question, yung 500,000 ba yun for 11 days or for 1 day?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano po ang yes? 1 day or 11 days?
Since the accomplishment report says December 21 to 31, we think it's 11 days.
For 11 days?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
For a single safe house?
We have no information on how many safe houses that 500,000 was spent on, Mr. Chair.
Sabi nyo kanina, rental of safe houses in the amount of 16M with 34 acknowledgement receipts. Is it logical for me to conclude na 34 safe houses ito?
Mr. Chair, it just means that 34 people were paid for rental supplies, but we have
Hindi,
no...
rental of safe houses. Hindi po rental of supplies.
Sorry, Mr. Chair.
Bakit?
Pardon.
Para bang nung last time na question kita, you were very, very confident. Ngayon, parang tentative yung mga sagot nyo sa akin. May I know why? Nung last time, very, very confident kang sumasagot sa aking mga katanungan. Ngayon, very tentative ka and very, very careful ang pagsagot mo sa akin. May I know the reason why?
There's no reason, Mr. Chair.
There's no change? Hindi mo
Yes.
mapapansin yun. Ako ang nakakapansin kasi ako nagtanong sa iyo last time. At ako pa rin ang nagtatanong sa iyo ngayon. And I noticed that change. Now, yung 34 acknowledgement receipts given by 34 persons, hindi ba nangangulugan yung 34 na safe houses yon?
Yes, sir. There's information that one receipt may pertain to one safe house.
Safe house. Okay. So, if I asked you, yung receipt na amounting to 500,000 for the payment of rental of safe house, would it be logical for me to conclude that this is for one safe house for 11 days?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Para sa 11 days, yung 500,000 para sa isang safe house.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, if I asked you, how much would that be per day para sa isang safe house?
Mr. Chair, it would amount to 45,000 something. 45,454.55 per day.
45,000
Yes, Mr. Chair.
per day. Ano po kayang klaseng safe house ito na 45,000 per day ang rental? Samantalang yung mga ibang magagandang lugar, mas mura pa kaysa rito sa 45,000. Could you give us an idea of that?
Mr. Chair, we do not have information on the safe houses.
What do you say? You do not have any information about the safe houses?
Since you were asking po,
Hindi nyo alam kung high class na safe house?
no information, Mr.
You
Chair.
do not. Kasi nakapagtataka lang po na ang safe house per day would be rented with 45,000 for one safe house. Di po ba? Hindi kayo nagtataka?
Yes, Mr. Chair, but since they have submitted the liquidation reports po.
So, as long as an agency would submit yung mga receipts or acknowledgement receipts in their liquidation of the amount, wala na po kayong, you do not have the, shall we say, the wherewithal or the jurisdiction to find out whether the expenditures are reasonable or true? Are you trying to tell us that?
It's more on the submission of the...
It's more on compliance
Yes,
with the
Mr.
requirement.
Chair.
Yun lang.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And you are supposed to be the guardian of the use of public funds.
Mr. Chair, one of the documents is their certification, so
So, yun. That
we
is
re-
enough.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And you do not determine whether it's reasonable or true.
Since it is compliance, we often do not.
Okay. Yung pong pag-comply ng Office of the Vice President, as you have stated a while ago, in accordance doon sa Joint Circular yung the amount of 125 million. So, ang ibig niyo pong sabihin, nag-submit yung Office of the Vice President ng liquidation report, physical and financial plan, documentary evidence of payment, at saka accomplishment report. Okay na po sa inyo yun?
We still review the documents reported, Mr. Chair.
And what is your objective when you review the documents?
Whether,
Ano po ang tinitignan nyo sa dokumento?
whether compliant po siya, Mr. Chair, sa requirements under
Kaya nga,
the joint circular.
tinignan nyo lang kung yung documents would comply with the joint circular.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And you do not determine whether kasinungalingan na, totoo o hindi, yung nakalagay doon po sa documents. Are you trying to tell this committee that?
Mr. Chair, we have issued an ND on the...
Hindi, sagutin nyo muna po yung aking katanungan. Para bang ang sinasabi nyo dito sa amin, dito sa committee na ito na nag-iimbestiga, na basta't na kompleto po yung mga dokumento required by the joint circular, okay na sa inyo. Pero sinabi ninyo na nire-review ninyo yung documents. Ano po yung hinahanap ninyo dun sa dokumento? Na it is also in accordance with form and substance? Ganun po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair, since
And-
prescribed din po sa joint circular ang
Yes.
forms.
And you do not determine whether kasinungalingan, may katotohanan? Yun nakalagay po doon?
We check the certification as long as the certification is there, Mr.
Hindi
Chair.
naman po nyo sinasagot sa katanungan ko eh. Doon sa pagre-review ninyo, hindi kasali na i-review ninyo kung pwedeng totoo yung nilalagay doon o hindi.
Mr. Chair, yung ano lang po, submission lang po talaga.
Kaya nga, form and substance lang.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Whether it's unreasonable, out of this world, you do not care.
Unless it's really, really far-fetched. But, Mr. Chair, it's more on submission po talaga ng documents required.
Yeah. Sige. I would just like to state na in the last hearing, you confirmed that the liquidation report, all the documents supposed to be submitted in accordance with the joint circular, for the amount of 125 million, nakalagay doon yung 14 million for the purchase of information, pero walang detalye. Ano yung mga impormasyon na yon? Or it does not even show how important those informations were. Worth 14 million, yung 35 million for supplies na ginamit in 11 days. Hindi po katakataka yun?
Mr. Chair,
35 million for supplies in 11 days. Hindi po kayo nagtaka doon?
as long as they submitted po the
Wala nga mangyayari sa atin.
acknowledgement receipts.
So long as they submit the acknowledgement receipts.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Further, Mr. Chair, yung accomplishment report, it does not require further details po. And it is the only form under the joint circular.
Okay. Hindi ko
Which
na
they are
po
required.
tinatong. Kasi kung ganito po yung inyong patakaran, wala nga po kayong mababantayan. Di po ba?
Mr. Chair, kaya po meron po silang certification yung head of agency.
Pero may certification na, but you do not even determine whether the contents of the certification are reasonable or not. Whether they are true or not, you do not determine that.
Yes, Mr. Chair, given the
Yes.
nature of the fund po.
Yeah. kagaya ng 40 million for medical and food aid, ilang kayang informant ang ginamot at binigyan ng gamot? In 11 days, 35 million. Hindi po kayo nagtataka?
For supplies po,
Yes. Hindi po ba? Ang
there
report
were
nyo kanina
69
for
recipients.
medical and food aid, 40 million. Di po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. And for 11 days to be spent for medicine, medical aid. Hindi kayo nagtataka? Paano na-spend yun in 11 days? 5 of which are holidays.
Mr. Chair, given the nature of the fund, it's confidential.
Doon po
so,
kayo bumabalik doon sa nature of the fund palagi eh. Yun
otherwise,
ang napapansin
Mr.
ko
Chair,
na doon kayo nagko-cover. Pero definitely, your job is to see to it that public funds are spent properly. I asked you that.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Now, may I ask you, personally, are you safeguarding the expenditure of public funds insofar as your job is concerned?
I would like to think so, sir. Yes.
You would like to think so. Okay. Wala nga tayong kuwan mangyayari. In other words, we can, or the COA relies only on the documentary evidence of payment, mainly. Tama po.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yun lang ang pasihan ninyo.
Yes, Mr.
And
Chair.
yung documentary evidence of payment, whether it is a lie, a truth, reasonable or unreasonable, you do not care. That is what you're trying to tell us.
It is since it's just compliance, sir.
Kaya nga. In other words, para bang ang sinasabi nyo sa akin, I do not know how my other colleagues would take that, pero parang ministerial na lang yung trabaho nyo pala.
If we read through the
Yes.
joint circular.
That is what you're trying to tell me. Okay? Ministerial lang pala yung trabaho ninyo. Masarap na trabaho yan, ah. Di po ba? Yung pagtignan natin ang liquidation report, ang nakalagay lang dito ay ginastos ng Office of the Vice President the amount of 125 million from December 21 to 31, 2022 or 11 days. And this was certified by the Vice President, by the Special Disbursing Officer, Madam Gina Acosta, and the Chief Accountant, Madam Julieta Villa del Rey. Would that be correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, kung babase naman po tayo dun sa accomplishment report, ang makikita lang natin dito ay gumastos ang Office of the Vice President ng 125 million from December 21 to 31, 2022 for surveillance and monitoring activities in 132 areas. Dito rin, wala tayong magawa. Kagaya ng sagot po nyo sa akin, we have no choice but to check the documentary evidence of payments submitted by the office para malaman kung saan or paano ginastos ng OVP yung 125 million. Yun po yung pinararating nyo po sa amin.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, yung titignan po natin talaga is yung pinakita natin acknowledgement receipt, ganyan lang talaga ang format.
That is what
Nakalagay lang ang amount, pangalan at signature ng tumanggap, at date kung kailan niya ito natanggap. That is it.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yun yung sinubmit po.
So yan mga kataps, no? Reaction video lang to sa atin. Kaya kung maano natin dito sa investigasyon na to, kung saan talaga nila ginagastos yung yung pira ng OVP. Kaya yung napanood ninyo kung ano man tong nasa Quadcom. Kaya dito natin malalaman kung mas maganda rin to talaga. Kasi dito natin malalaman kung saan nila ginagastos yung pira ng mga tax natin. Pero sa atin naman, kasi nasa tayo pagitan, hindi naman natin idinidiin, pero mas maganda itong pag-imbestigahan. Kasi sayang din yan yung mga tax natin, lalo na ngayon tumataas yung mga presyo. Tapos yung pera hindi magamit ng maayos, no? So yan mga kataps, so pag hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe, pa-subscribe ng YouTube channel natin mga kataps. So dito panoorin natin ang lahat ditong mga pangyayari dito sa Quadcom, lalong-lalo na ngayon sa investigasyon sa OVP na tinutugis ng mga congressman kung saan talaga nila ginagastos. Kung para sa atin, kailangan natin din malaman, lalo na ngayon malapit na yung botasyon, kasi kung sinong iboboto natin, hindi naman natin dapat ituloy yung iboto natin kahit alam natin na ginawa pa na nila yung para lang tayong niloko. So yun, dapat malaman natin kung anong katotohanan. So yun lang. So sana subaybayan nyo ako sa mga sunod natin mga upload. Subscribe para updated kayo sa mga bagong ting upload dito sa YouTube channel natin. So thank you at maraming salamat.